Your goals are still valid. These are 7 habits to get back on track. Be honest, what have you done with some of the goals you set? Yeah. Have you forgotten them or quietly archived them? Or you didn't even set any goals at all? Anyway, it's not too late. You just need to reset, not necessarily start over, and maybe shift the way that you're approaching things. So, in this video, I'll be sharing 7 habits to help you get back on track. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Princess Akari, and on this channel, we talk about becoming the best version of yourself. Today is for sharing the habits that help you get back on track. Yeah, so let's jump right into these 7 habits. These are simple, doable, and they don't require you to become a new person overnight. So, yeah, habit one, reflect on what is working. Yeah, it's not every time that you focus on things that are not working. Sometimes just pause and reflect on what's actually working and what's going well for you. You'd realize that you're not starting from zero as you may initially feel. Look at your routines, your habits, your relationships, the things that have been serving you, no matter how small. Acknowledge them and then double down on them. So sometimes we often obsess over what's broken, what's failed, or what didn't just work out for us, and then we forget to build on what's working. So today or sometime this week, take a moment to reflect. What has been working for me lately? Note that down and then lean into that a little bit more. This gives you some sense of motivation and also reminds you that progress is already happening. Yes. So this can shift you into a more, hopeful and grateful mindset, headspace as you keep working towards your goals. Habit two, unfollow the noise. Very important. One of the most underrated forms of self discipline is curating what you consume. In this specific case, I'm talking about digital consumption. So if scrolling on social media or any media platform at all constantly makes you feel like you're not, doing enough, or doing that pressures you, please take a break for a minute and then return later. Yeah, it's not by force to always be there. Also, most of these platforms just churn out triggering content depending on your situation, and they also churn out very low quality conversations as well. So if you leave that platform for some time, you're not missing out on anything, to be honest. I promise you. Anyway, if you want to remain on the platform, you can mute certain words or mute certain accounts to protect your mind. You can also unfollow certain people or unfollow certain accounts that cause those negative triggers, especially the ones that make you feel like you are behind. So I made a whole video about what to do if you feel behind. Please go and watch that video. I spoke in detail about all of this. Now, this whole unfollow the noise exercise, it's also about protecting your peace and making space for content that genuinely inspires you. So you can start replacing that noise with value, follow creators, follow pages, follow people that align with the kind of energy, mindset, or goals that you are working towards. It might sound like a small change, but your digital environment actually impacts how you think, what you prioritize, and how you show up every day. So your mental space is very sacred. Guide it very well, because even the Bible says, guard your heart with all diligence. And in this day and age, that's very important. Habit three, plan for distractions before they happen. Yes, life will interrupt you or distract you. So instead of being surprised every time it happens, plan with the natural, occurring or any even external distractions in mind. Plan to rest, plan rest times, or just plan when you are not doing anything. Plan it out. If you're just starting to be more consistent, always give extra time to your task, like maybe a 30 minutes to 1 hour buffer in case you get distracted. Also, you already know your schedule, you know your busiest days, and you also know days that you are freer. Plan around that as well. The more honest you are about your schedule and responsibilities, the easier it becomes to stay consistent without maybe burning out or feeling like you never ever complete something. Every time you start, you don't complete. So guys, if you've been enjoying my video so far, please don't forget to like this video, share it with someone who might find it useful. Yes, I believe there are people who might find it useful. And please subscribe to my channel if you have not already done so. Thank you so much. Now let's continue. Habit four, revisit your why. A lot of times, we lose motivation because we've forgotten why we started in the first place. You need to do a deep soul search and ask yourself if your goal is still meaningful to you. And if yes, remind yourself of what's at stake. Some examples can be, I need to save 200 pounds a month so I can get a car and then stop taking the train very late or very early. I need to take care of myself and prioritize my health and well-being and also safety. Or another example can be, I need to get a new and better paying job so that I can uplift myself and my family out of poverty. This is one of the major ways I can get money to start helping myself and my family. That can be another example. Whatever your own why is, you know the reason why you started. You need to revisit that core reason and why you even set out to achieve the goal in the first place. Things like this can help you remind yourself of why you started and then give you the motivation to continue. Sometimes the problem is that you are literally disconnected from why you started. You're just no longer emotionally connected to that goal anymore. So that's why it's important to, always ask yourself, why did I even start this thing in the first place? If the goal still matters to you, then remind yourself of what is really at stake and then the heaviness of it. Write it down. Please write it down. Keep it visible, where you can see it, and let that why guide your further actions. On the other hand, if the goal no longer aligns with who you are or where you're headed, that's okay too. Just let go of it quickly and then refocus your energy into something else. Habit 5, create smaller goals. Big goals are great and exciting, but they can also feel overwhelming, especially when you have a busy life. That's why it helps to zoom in and then focus on smaller, low hanging fruits if you feel your goals are too big. Sometimes it happens. You need to always prioritize the next immediate small step. What's one small thing I need to focus on this week to feel like, I've moved forward this week? It could be sending one email, it could be finishing one course module, or showing up at the gym once a week or twice a week. Just keep it simple, focused, and doable. Smaller goals help you build momentum gently without the pressure of constantly, trying to always catch up. At this stage, you need to focus on progress and consistency more than the big goal. With this, you can get back on track. I spoke about how to become, more consistent. Please go and watch my video on consistency if you haven't done so. Habit 6, time block your priorities. If it's not on your calendar or your alarm app, it's probably not happening. At least for me. We all have things that we plan to do, but the people who make progress are the ones who intentionally create time for those things, not just planning to do them, creating time to do them. Even if it's just 30 minutes a day or 1 hour a day, block some time out. You can even say early in the morning or later in the night, I'll do this and do that. Don't just plan to do something and leave it open. The chances of not doing it become higher. Please treat your personal goals with more respect and intentionally create time for them because it's important. Those small adjustments really change how you show up for yourself. Habit 7, track progress in a visible way. Use a sticky note, use a journal, use a whiteboard, anything. Just use something so that you can see what you are doing. There's something about seeing your progress in front of you that keeps you going. Even if it's small, acknowledge it, write it down, make it visible. It's easy to forget how far you've come. That's why visible tracking is important. Physically seeing your small wins builds confidence and creates a feedback loop that motivates you to keep going. So, guys, these are the 7 ways or the 7 habits that you can use to get back on track. Please try them and let me know how it goes. Sidebar, a lot of us are still figuring things out as you go. Many people have not yet figured it out, and it's okay. So, you're not alone if this is you. Remember, your goals are still valid and you're allowed to keep going. If this helps you or you enjoyed my video, don't forget to like, comment, and also share this video with someone who might need a gentle push, to pick things back up. I'll see you in the next one.